I have to say that I am totally in shock. Even though I saw him on the short list, I still cannot believe that an American, though he spent a lot of his life outside of the United States, in Peru and Italy, etc., but still, a Chicago born American is now Pope Leo the 14th. I I I was sure they were going to pick Paroline, an older Italian, and let someone like him, who's only 69, or Tagle, who I think is 67, I can't remember, you know, gain a little more age and experience and have not a short, but a shorter Italian Pope older, and then bring in someone like Prevost or Tagle. I am just totally in shock. I don't think anyone would have expected this. But as an American, I'm super excited. The United States uh, can say they've now had one of their sons become the Bishop of Rome, the Vicar of Christ, the Pope, and I was in shock. So they announce it, right, in Latin, and they say his name, okay, and before he comes out, and I heard the Cardinale Prevost, and I'm like, did he just say Prevost? That's an American from Chicago. I knew that. And I'm like, no, that can't be right. And then I didn't understand the Leo the 14th part because I was in shock. And then the commentators obviously said, Prevost, that's the guy from Chicago. No one would have guessed it. But this guy speaks 5 languages. Like I said, spent a lot of time in Peru, and not Saint Francis, but the late Pope Francis was from South America. They might have had a relationship. Maybe Pope Francis, before he died, kind of told some cardinals, "I like that Prevost guy is my successor." Who knows? Because this was relatively short for a papal conclave when there wasn't like a real strong front runner. Like, you understand something. Ratzinger, who became Benedict, was a very strong front runner. Then in that papal conclave, Bergoglio, who became Francis, came in second to Ratzinger. So there was kind of like this. Now that doesn't guarantee, but those cardinals already had voted for Bergoglio. He already had a very strong backing. And in this conclave, I don't think anyone really knew who would have a strong backing, but I am shocked. I had my rosary with me because it's now consecrated by Pope Leo the 14th, and my crucifix, which I'll hang above my front door, it will be consecrated as well, because if you're holding a sacramental while the Pope gives the blessing, it's now consecrated. And yeah, I'm just rambling now because I just can't. And the commentators were like, "Oh, there'll never be an American pope because America is so powerful already." Yeah, but you gotta understand something. Like, yeah, he was born in Chicago, went to Villanova, but he spent most of his time in Peru and in Italy. And yes, he's American by birth. He has a Peruvian passport as well. Um, I read he's French, Italian, and of Spanish descent. But like, there's 1.4 billion Catholics. It's a global church. I don't. I mean, him being an American, I just don't think it matters historically that he's the first one. But I don't really think it's gonna paint his papacy as much as people think. He seems to be a very humble. He's not a boisterous American, a loud American, what I guess people claim or say we are. He seems very humble, very up to the task, very intellectual, and you know what I mean. I just, yeah. I've been rambling here because I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I really just am blown away. I like that he went back to the more traditional papal gear here. Like watch Benedict the 16th's first appearance, Pope John Paul II, much more like the classic pontiff look. Wow. Well, uh, I will be praying for the new pope, as we all should be doing so, and I'll be going live later probably. I don't know if you're one of my regular followers. We'll see. And God bless you all. And thank you for watching.